Hey, Aggie fans, welcome back to Aggie Pride, a UC Davis football podcast, your home for all things Aggie football, past, present, future. I'm your host, Brock Galvin, and whether you're tuning in from the dorms, the Delta, or Dairy Road, we're glad you're here. Before we dive in, do us a quick favor. Follow the show on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you're listening. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for full video episodes, highlights, behind-the-scenes content. Leave a 5-star review. If you're feeling generous, you can also subscribe to the podcast on Spotify for $5 a month. You'll get discounts on future merch, early access to episodes and bonus episodes as well, and it helps us actually keep this thing rolling. And hey, if you're a local business or brand looking to connect with a passionate UC Davis audience, let's talk. We're actively looking for sponsors for the upcoming season. Reach out. Let's build something together, and let's get into it. We're here with Winston Williams, tight end, UC Davis.
Yep.
Coming off a banger of a year, like number 2 FCS ranked tight end coming into this year. I guess we'll start there. Like, how are you now coming into this year? Because Ian was hurt last year with a little bit of a different vibe about things.
I feel I'm gonna be real. Seeing stuff like that, I don't know. I take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Like like they're making very arbitrary rankings. Like they don't really know what they're talking about. These guys that make these rankings, they know ball, but they really don't watch every game. Like if we win 12 games, 13 games, go to the natty, win a natty, and I don't make all conference, it's perfectly fine with me. I'd rather win than be a guy that has all these accolades. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cool. Going back to what we were just talking about, kind of your upbringing and stuff, like where you're from, was UC Davis like one of the few schools who reached out to you, or like how did the recruiting process go? Because small schools, they don't get guys to come in to recruit.
I would say my junior year had nothing, no offers at all really. Like I was pretty unknown, like recruit. Like when I got a call from Shelton, it was like, yeah, I've never even like heard of you, kid. Like where have you been? Like going into my senior and still like really didn't have an offer until like I think March or like April of my junior year. Yeah. I got from like San Jose, and then from there like I got like Fresno State and all those other offers. But like for me, it was like FBS. Everybody's like, okay, I want to go play FBS. Like it wasn't really that deep. It's like I want to go play somewhere where they want me, and I'm going to get a good school.
Interesting. So you chose Davis over.
Yeah, like I didn't really know much about Davis football at all, really. Before I also got involved with Shelt and Brady, they recruited me.
So was it something about like coaching staff, or? Like
I would say for sure. Like talking to Shelt's a genuine dude. Like I was saying, I don't know if you know Paul Shelt, but that's like definitely a guy that everybody loves around here. Yeah. So he let me know it's like you come here, it's not like it's about football, but it's also about the community and family that we build here. And it's for me, like grew up in a small town, went to a small school. Like that's kind of what I'm all about. Like, I didn't care about going to like San Diego State or some big city where it's, you know what I mean, a lot more kind of superficial things are going on there.
Yeah, interesting.
And my mom obviously was like, UC Davis, like you're going there. Like Fresno State, really? Like just get a good education.
From a school standpoint, much better school. Let's talk about today. How was practice?
I thought it was great. I mean, like obviously some things to clean up, young dudes, you know what I mean, they're going to have their little struggles, but I mean, everybody's out here working hard. So I like the way the offense is looking. And I really don't got much to say about that. It's day 2, so you know how it goes. Like this is really the first practice. Yesterday's OTA. When we get the pads on that, I feel like that's when we're really going to know what we're looking like.
So the whole OTA thing, I heard a little bit about it.
Yeah.
What's your take on it? How are you? It's only 2 days in, but what's your take?
I mean, I trust Coach Fly. Getting our bodies right. Like obviously, I'm a vet dude who's had a lot of injuries in the past, so I appreciate it for sure. But I don't know. I feel like we got guys who want to come out and work hard. Like I feel like at least with the tight end rooms, like you got to pull that leash back. Other than us being out here like, oh, it's OTA, we're gonna chill out today.
Talk about the tight end room, because you got some vets, a lot of vets. Now that I think about it, and at the same time, we wait a little bit to chat with you because you're working with some young guys. Yeah. What's that room like right now?
Oh, I mean, I would say I love it, to be honest. Like those are my brothers. Like from I would say me, Ian, Mitch. Like it's all lovely. We all want to see each other win. And getting the young guys now, like it's really nice to see. Like we obviously like they're not young guys anymore, but the juniors, sophomores below us, like they're even taking it on with the young guys and helping them learn like how we help them. And like it's definitely a process for the young guys, kind of like trying to learn this offense. It's obviously pretty complicated, but I don't know, they're getting there.
That's cool. Yeah, the amount, and we talked about it a lot last year, that the tight end room does in this offense is not common across the country. Yeah. Shifting to like the rest of the team, again, I know it's only a couple days in, but you've had all off season to kind of see guys in the weight room, do your field work, do your player run practices. who else is standing out to you?
If biggest standout for me, I'm really excited to start running back rooms. Like everybody's like, oh, Land Larison's gone. What are they going to do? Running back by committee, I love to see.
Yep.
We got 3 backs that can do a little bit of everything. You got Jordan Fisher, obviously, great offseason, looking great out here. Dude that works hard. Carter Vargas, big play dude that has that one cut type of game like Land, who can make some have big play. And Tail is just as consistent, like a pro's pro almost. Like he come out here, he knows what he has to do at all times. He's gonna get a little H this year too.
Yep.
So he's gonna be good.
2 more. Mercer.
Yep.
Like 4 weeks away. ESPN, like real ESPN, not U or Plus or 2 or 8. The real thing.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that game? I don't know. Have you been to Alabama before? Okay. Yeah. Just give me your thoughts.
I guess it's the idea of don't get too high or too low. Like, yeah, it's a big game, but it's another game. Like they got to play football just like us. Like once you kind of lace up the pads, it's all that hype goes out the window. Like it doesn't matter on the field at all.
Yeah. And then the last one. So even this podcast, kind of unique. Like we both played here. We both have full-time jobs and just like trying to hustle this on the side. Love supporting the program. And a lot of the listeners are similar, like a lot of football alumni or a lot of just like crazy fans who are super into it.
Yeah.
And we hope to continue to grow that. But what would you say, kind of with that in mind of the audience, to the football alumni specifically? Any message to them?
Honestly, just thank you. Like giving us a platform like this. Like, I don't know. Like when I first got here, the program, at least since I've gotten here, the program's grown so much. And like it's beautiful to see, and it's with the help of guys like you and the alumni that have come before. And like for them to come back and show love, and for you guys to show love and putting us on a platform like this, like really makes us feel seen.
Yeah.
Like being at FCS school, most of the time you're like, nobody gives a fuck. So, oh, UC Davis, where'd you go? Like now it's like, oh, like UC Davis. Like it's, you're like, feel a little bit more like somebody.
All right. Here with Rex Connors, preseason, Big Sky, Defensive Player of the Year. I guess we'll start there. I know preseason accolades, come with a grain of salt because it hasn't happened yet, but it is still a pretty significant award because of what you have done in previous years. Mm-hmm. What was the Big Sky weekend like this last weekend, and how are you feeling coming into this season?
Yeah, like you said, the preseason, take it as a grain of salt. It's awesome and all that, kind of get recognized, and appreciate all the people who voted on that. But the weekend was fun. Started off with like a little kids camp, kind of, coached the kids around a little bit, and then did media and all that stuff. But honestly, my favorite thing to do on that weekend is just kind of like meet all the other players in the Big Sky.
Yeah.
Kind of just like build a relationship with them. We all hang out at night. It's a fun time. That's probably my biggest takeaway from that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Any players or teams that you're like, oh, dude, I'd be friends with this guy, or just guys you enjoyed hanging out with during that time?
I would say most of them. Like there's some teams that were kind of like quieter, but for the most part, all of them are cool dudes. Like it's like you guys, like we get along. I get that we're on the field, like we're enemies, not really friends, but like off the field, like we're all cool people.
Yeah. And I think I heard something. That was your 3rd year doing that.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So I guess let's do like one of those questions. 3 years ago, Rex, versus the present day Rex. Like, how have you changed at all? Anything come to mind? Like, oh man, 3 years ago, I had no idea, or anything come to mind when that question's asked?
3 years ago, like at the Big Sky thingy?
Yeah, just kind of who you were as a person, like how you've grown in the past 3 years, kind of what I'm getting at.
I would say, first of all, my media presence there. The first time I was like scared, so nervous, like mumbling my words, all that kind of thing. And then kind of just more of like, the more I've done it, the more I've kind of gotten more comfortable. And now it's really not that bad. As a person, and as I kind of just, grown and matured in a sense of like my football IQ. I understand like the scheme a lot better. Instead of just knowing like what I'm supposed to do, I know what everyone like around me is supposed to do. So I kind of know like all the working parts and like how it all fits together. I'd say that's been a huge for me on just like, knowing where all the fits are and where like people need to be. And then also just kind of like my leadership. I'm always kind of a quiet person. I'm not like a super vocal guy, But when I 3 years ago, I never said anything. I was just, quiet guy, shy. But now I kind of stepped into that leadership role. Kind of have to be more vocal. I'm still not like saying stuff all the time, but like, there's a time where stuff like needs to be said. I'll say it. But yeah, just kind of like that.
No. And I can see that in you too. So I was looking at team period, and I think I counted 5 of the new dudes, at least working with the ones right now. I mean, it's day 2, things change. But what has that been like? I don't recall having that many transfers like kind of be significant, and it seems like there's a lot of significant dudes, at least on Blue Force. What's that been like so far?
Yeah, so last year we lost a lot on the Blue Force, due to like graduating, transfer, that type of thing. So we had to bring a lot of new guys in, but who have playing experience, and they've done great things at their old schools. So part of that is just kind of like them getting more comfortable with the scheme, getting more comfortable playing with us, building some chemistry. I feel like that's kind of the biggest part, is just like being comfortable playing with the guy you're next to. Like being able to, if you're in let's say you're in a read coverage, and you guys are both doubling the same guy, like it just takes time to go over and be comfortable with who's doing what, and just building a relationship.
Yeah. Out of, it could be those guys or it could be others, has anyone stood out, not just the first 2 days, but off-season strength conditioning, player run practices? Any players come to mind that old guys like us should be watching during the first few games?
That's tough, because I could name like the whole list. I'm pretty excited about the whole defense. We got a couple big guys up front. We got Darrell, he's from Dartmouth, tackle. He's going to be a beast. We got Jacob Syke from Harvard at end. He's going to be great. And then our DBs, like we basically reloaded at DB. I feel like we're we got a lot of talent in that room right now, and now it just comes to what we can do together and work together. But I'm really excited for Tico, Josiah, Cole Batson, just all the guys who came. So we'll see.
Yeah. How about you? Like, I know I had certain teammates who would have like very specific goals for the season. Even talking to Land last year, I want to rush for 2,000 yards and have 1,000 yards receiving, which he almost did it. But do you have any like personal goals, or just like things that you're trying to improve? Like, hey, I'm really working on coming out of my breaks in this coverage or whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't say personal goals, because I feel it's like a defensive player, you can't say I want this many tackles, blah blah blah, because it kind of just depends on the game, the scheme, and like what you're doing. But one of the personal goals is I want to win the Buck Buchanan. I want to be All-American again. But kind of stuff that I just want to like be better at, working on my coverage skills. I think that's huge for me. Getting out of the breaks, keeping my leverage, staying in balance, keeping my feet underneath. Those are all kind of things like Indy, throughout Skelly and stuff I'm kind of focused on. Yeah.
Nice. Last one. A lot of the guys who listen to this play football here. And a lot of the people who listen to this are just like super crazy into UC Davis football and that sort of thing. And we hope to add more listeners. What message do you have for like that kind of persona or that group of people listening? Would you want to say anything directly to guys who used to play football here who are still kind of staying involved in some ways with the program?
I would say the off-season workouts have been a grind. We're gonna be ready to go this year, and it's gonna be exciting. We're gonna be an explosive football team. Defense is gonna come out. We're gonna hit people in the mouth. We're gonna be physical, violent. All that offense. We're gonna hit some points. So, just let's go Ags.
Love it. Thanks, man. Hey, appreciate your time.
Of course.
And that's a wrap for this episode of Aggie Pride. Huge thanks to our guests, Winston Williams and Rex Connors, and to all of you for listening. If you haven't yet, hit that follow button on Spotify or Apple, and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast for $5 a month, and on YouTube. We've got exclusive content and interviews dropping each week. Also, you can support the show by sharing it with fellow Aggies, or reach out if you're interested in becoming a sponsor with your business. We love partnering with local businesses who bleed blue and gold. Until next time, go Ags.